Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out a video about All Saints Day in Poland. Yes, that's what we are looking at, and we are checking out a sea of candles and memories. My first time seeing this one, so let's do it together.
Ticket concert happening in Warsaw. This is the 1st of November, All Saints Day, one of the most important and magical days in the Polish national calendar. And in today's episode on Heart Poland, we're going to go behind the scenes and take a look at this incredibly extraordinary experience. I first came to Poland and I first went to a cemetery on All Saints Day, and I was completely blown away by the extraordinary experience that you can now see before you as well. On this day, Poles flock to the cemeteries where their loved ones, former family members, are buried. And they go because they want to pay respect to those people. They clean the graves, they leave behind these extraordinary votive candles, wreaths and flowers in order to remember people that were close to them. It's a beautiful day because, of course, as you can see behind me, the cemeteries suddenly become filled with life, filled with colour. And then as the evening descends, the extraordinary sight of a sea of candles in the darkness. Poles coming together to celebrate their culture. Europe, but nobody does it quite like the Poles. These cemeteries come alive with these rippling layers of light, and if you were to fly above Poland on this day and in the days ahead, you just see these cemeteries which have literally just spring to life with light. One of the things that I find most extraordinary about this day is some of the customs that Poles practice. And one of them is that if they find a grave, say close to the one where they're visiting and cleaning, that hasn't been cleaned and doesn't have votive candles or flowers, then they'll lay a candle of their own. The Powązki Military Cemetery is also one of the most extraordinary places, I think, in Warsaw, because it holds the graves of so many of the Polish adventure and sacrifice. What I think is particularly compelling about All Saints Day in Poland is the way that families come together, frequently meeting for the first time in months, to go to the graves of the important people in their family and remember them. And this is true not only if you're older, but also if you're a child as well. And it's this sense that Poles are keeping together their tradition as families and as a nation by carrying out for Poland's freedom. And nowhere perhaps tells that story better than in this part of the Powązki Military Cemetery, which pays tribute to the soldiers who were killed and whose bodies were suspected to be dumped somewhere in this cemetery but have never been found by the communist authorities. Among them, Captain Witold Pilecki, the soldier who's most famous for volunteering to go into Auschwitz and set up the underground resistance there before escaping, fighting in the Warsaw Rising, and then being captured and executed by the communist authorities. And whenever I come to Powązki Military
and this is the day where we remember, commemorate
Loved ones.
our
Who has
lost
passed.
ones, but also our fallen heroes. And this is really ground zero as far as Polish martyrdom is concerned, right?
Okay, so tell me about some of the graves you've been visiting with your family today.
We've really just arrived, so this was our first point where we wanted to go. But we'll definitely be visiting the Smolensk Memorial and other military graves of the young scouts that fell in the Second World War, the Home Army quarter, the National Armed Forces quarter. So we'll definitely be visiting those places because for us it's well, we just can't imagine ourselves being anywhere else today. Right, this is like a life history lesson for them.
And is it important to you that your children accompany with you as you go to the graves of the people in your family and the people, your loved ones as well?
Yeah, because this is the best opportunity to basically tell them the stories, just to make them aware of our history, make them aware of the sacrifice that this nation had to bear to achieve its freedom.
Now you're here in this particular section because you're commemorating someone who's very important to your family, I understand. Can you tell his story?
Right. We don't really have the time to tell you the entire history because my grandfather, Major Karol Sęk, he basically dedicated his entire life to fighting for Poland's independence, right? Since his teen years, where he was arrested for tearing down the emblem of the Prussian consulate in Warsaw, up to 1952. When he was murdered by the communist government.
And he's somewhere here, yeah? This is
No, because these are actually the identified men. Thank God that so many of them already have been, but we're still waiting patiently, hopefully for the end success that will be the identification of his earthly remains.
Why have you come to the Powązki Cemetery today?
Because this is like for me very important and for my country because like here are some of people that die here and I just came here just to show them that I'm not they are important for me me that way.
And have you visited any of your family's graves here in the cemetery or elsewhere?
No, I'm gonna visit my family tomorrow.
And do you think this Święto, do you think it brings your family together? Is it important to you and your family?
Yes, in some way it's very important because this is like here is army of my country and they just died for just me to be free right now and I just show them that I didn't forget about that they here.
Now we deliberately come
Wow. This was, or rather, this is amazing. This is amazing. We all know that Poland fought a lot. They fought so many wars. They fought with blood and sweat to gain their independence. And they lost soldiers. They lost soldiers. And this is a very beautiful way to remember them and tell them that thank you. Thank you for your service to this nation. We did not forget, or we will not forget, even after generations and generations coming. And this is beautiful. Those candles, the remembrance is what matters, is what counts. That Polish people are very appreciative, they are very religious, and they remember their own even in death. This was beautiful, and I learned a lot from it. Thank you so much to this guy, the tourist who did this. It was amazing. It was amazing. Thank you for doing this for me. Like, comment, share. I see you right in my next video. Bye.